Good morning, everyone. My name is Mia Ramon,
My name's Cassandra Bonilla.
and today we are going to be diving into the world of functional anatomy to explore the similarities and differences between Disney sidekicks and their real-life counterparts. From Timon's witty banter to Flounder's underwater adventures, let's see how fantasy meets reality in the animal kingdom. Let's get started. Today we will be showing silhouettes of certain Disney characters, and we're going to have you guess them. And after you guess them, we're going to go ahead and get into how they relate to their real life counterparts.
So this is our first sidekick. Get y'all a minute to guess.
Well, I guess Pascal's not hiding out here.
So that was going to be Pascal, and he's going to be a veiled chameleon. So a special thing about chameleons is going to be their skin. So they're able to change color throughout specialized skin cells that they have, and those are going to be called melanophores and iridophores. And what those do is they contain pigment that's called melanin, and they also have nanocrystals, and this allows them to darken or lighten their skin based on how they're feeling. In a relaxed state, you're going to see the chameleons be more green or brown toned. But whenever they're feeling like they're getting aggressive or they're in some kind of mating ritual, they're going to be changing their colors into more brighter reds and yellows and things like that. And this is good for mating whenever the chameleons are looking for a partner, because normally like bright colors mean that they're healthy, that they're doing well, and often it fights off predators because they're going to be alarmed by the bright colors that they have. This is our next
This is
sidekick.
our next Disney sidekick. We're going to give you a minute to guess who this one could be.
They call me Mr. Pig!
So that was Puma the warthog, and his real life counterpart is a warthog. So both have stocky bodies with sturdy legs adapted for running and digging, as well as prominent facial features such as large heads with elongated snouts. However, Pumbaa is anthropomorphic anthropomorphized for storytelling purposes, so his anatomy is exaggerated and stylized compared to real warthogs. In the film, Pumbaa's tusks are more prominent and stylized, and his overall body shape is more rounded and less streamlined than a real warthog's. Functionally, both Pumbaa and real warthogs use their tusks and snouts for digging up roots and bulbs, and their robust build and thick skin offer protection against predators like we just saw in the clip. They also have warts surrounding their eyes, which is where their name comes from. These warts are actually thickened pads of skin, particularly noticeable on the sides of their heads, near their eyes, and on their cheeks. The purpose of these warts isn't entirely clear, but they may serve as protection during fights or as a way to store fat. Pumbaa's exaggerated features and expressive facial expressions serve the narrative and comedic elements of The Lion King, whereas real warthogs rely more on their physical adaptations for survival in the wild.
So this is going to be our next sidekick. Give y'all a minute to guess. So that is going to be Hey Hey, and he's actually going to be a bantam rooster. So a special feature about the bantam roosters is that they actually use what's called a comb or a wattle, and they use this to regulate their body temperature. That's going to be the red that's on the top of their head, which is called the comb, and then their wattle is going to be what's on their chin. And so basically chickens, they're unable to sweat. And so because of this, the only way that they're able to like dispose of body heat is going to be on areas of their body that don't contain feathers, and that's going to be this comb and their wattle. And the size of this common wattle actually depends on where the chicken originated from. And that's because in regions where it's colder and they're going to want to retain more body heat, they're going to have smaller combs and wattles. Whereas if it's in a hotter region, they're going to have bigger ones to be able to dispel of that sweat. And it can also attract mates because just like the chameleons, a bigger comb or wattle means that it is healthy and they're more suited to mate with partners.
This is our next sidekick. Again, we're going to give you a minute to guess who this might be.
Oh, wow. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Prince Naveen.
So that was Prince Naveen from The Princess and the Frog, and his real life counterpart is the southern leopard frog. In The Princess and the Frog, Prince Naveen is transformed into a frog resembling a charming green amphibian with big eyes and a smooth, sleek body. While Prince Naveen's frog form has some similarities to real-life southern leopard frogs, there are some differences in their functional anatomy. Both frogs have long, powerful hind legs for jumping, and they both have moist skin to keep them hydrated. However, real southern leopard frogs have a more streamlined body and are typically green and brown with spots or stripes, helping them blend into their surroundings. Additionally, while both frogs have vocal abilities, Prince Naveen's frog's form has a magical ability to speak, which is not a feature of the real frogs. Despite these differences, both Prince Naveen and southern leopard frogs share the amazing ability to thrive in watery habitats and capture insects with their long, sticky tongues like we see a few times throughout the movie.
This is going to be our next sidekick. So
Are you okay?
So this is gonna be Flounder from The Little Mermaid, and he's gonna be a regal angelfish. So angelfish actually have a specialized jaw that most fishes don't have. Normal fish, they capture their food in free-floating waters by sucking in the water with their prey, or just like having their mouths open and swimming and hoping something swims in their mouth. But regal angelfish, they're able to actually extend their bottom jaw a couple of inches away from their face. And so what this can do is it's able to grab, tear, and yank at things such as like fishes in coral reefs, the reefs themselves, and things like that. And their teeth actually are bristle-like, so that they're more able to grasp onto the prey that they need. But these are very specialized and I believe angelfish are the only ones to actually have this kind of jaw to be able to grab, pull, and yank.
Do we have any questions from anyone who is listening?
Alrighty, we wanted to thank you guys for listening, and we hope you guys learned something.